and hence not to us, but let's invite to this stage a moderator of the first block of the first section, Arseny from Google, who's going to hold the first session. The section is nameless, just beautiful presentations. Arseny, the floor is yours. Hello, Ilya. Hi, everyone. It is very nice to open Go Analytics, which is one of the best analytical conference in Russia. Not the first time it's been held here. It's wonderful. It's good. Thank you very much for coming. So let's welcome each other. Please say good morning to everyone. Give us some noise, please. Okay, you have to wake up, both of us, you and me. So today at this stream we're going to have 4 presentations, 2 from my Google colleagues and 2 from Obox and Alena from BigQuery. So I think that we can begin, and the first one I would like to invite to this stage Ewan Fisher, and the floor is his.
Hello. Прошу прощения, у нас был там первый.
Sorry, we had a first slide which had code to which you can ask questions. Here's this slide. G704 code, and you can use this code to ask questions. But after this presentation, we'll have additional time for questions. You can ask it in the microphone, or if in the process you will have some additional questions, you can put them on this side, and we will definitely ask them from the speaker.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us today. So my name is Ewan Fisher. I'm a product lead at Google. I work specifically on the Google marketing platform. Today I want to talk to you about Analytics 360 and how you can use our products to really optimize the customer journey with your brand and with your clients' brands. So first of all, I want to start with something that everybody's aware of, and that's that the number of touch points that consumers are experiencing is growing vastly. Consumers are constantly connected and engaging with brands anytime, anywhere. So for example, can I just have a show of hands, so anyone in the audience who's already today used their mobile phone for researching a product, for looking at a holiday, for just browsing the web, checking your social media, who's played a game on their way in this morning. So most people have done one of these things already. Has anyone made a purchase on their phone this morning? Wow, so there's probably about 20% of people in this room have made a purchase through mobile alone this morning. So if we look at an example, so this was me last Saturday. So Saturday morning I woke up and realized that I was meeting a friend for dinner and forgot to book somewhere for dinner. So I started to research somewhere for dinner. I then, brushing my teeth, had my tap break on me. So I decided to watch a YouTube video to see how to fix a tap. I then decided that I needed a holiday, so I started researching holiday destinations. I then went out for a run and realized I wanted to buy some new running shoes, so started researching them. I then watched some sailing videos, which is a hobby of mine, and then finally, in the evening, I started to look up mortgage rates for remortgaging my property. So there's quite a lot of times here when I've been online, and I've not been specifically looking for a brand or a service. But at some of these touch points, like finding the restaurant, researching vacation destinations, or looking at the running shoes, I've been in a moment where I'd be willing to engage with a brand as long as that brand appeared in the right moment and was helpful and relevant to me. So the first thing there is being at the right time. So we've conducted some research recently, and it shows that 51% of smartphone users are introduced to a new brand when they're on their smartphone. And of that, 1 in 3 makes a purchase with a brand other than the brand they actually intended to buy from. We also know that just appearing in brand search gives a 46% uplift or 6.9 percentage points in brand lift. So being there at that moment is really key, and it helps move someone along their decision process and deeper their loyalty with the brand as well. So the next thing is we're there in the right moment, but we have to be relevant. If we look at this example, so this is Lucy, and this is her beautiful baby boy, William, that she's just had. And if we were to serve her an ad, and that ad was for this floral print maternity maxi dress, she's just had her baby. She may be still post-baby bump, but she doesn't want to be purchasing more maternity clothes at this stage. If we were to show her an ad, exactly the same brand, but this time we show her some newborn clothing, then that's something that's relevant to her in that moment, and she's willing to connect and engage. To be relevant, though, we need to understand our customer, who they are, and what they want. In fact, there was a recent study through the Harvard Business Review, and they said that understanding the customer is one of our company's most important assets. With a deep understanding of our customer, we can take and manage the full customer journey. When we manage that journey, we can make it effortless for that consumer. We can help them find what they want and when they need it. And companies that manage the full customer journey, from initial research stage through to purchase, through to loyalty, perform better. In fact, they perform 54% better than companies that don't manage their entire process. They gain 54% return on their marketing investment compared to them. Imagine what 54% more return on your marketing spend would equal. But it's not just that. Some of the other points here, 3.5% more revenue from customer referrals. So the customers are willing to more refer other customers. 24% increase in social media. So when we're managing that full journey, we don't just take care of getting someone to make an initial purchase, but we keep them with our brand and get a value on our investment. So marketing across the whole customer journey means that we can manage people at every stage of the funnel. We can intelligently grow our data in BigQuery. You can then start bringing a likelihood of someone to convert maybe offline. We also have the ability now, using TensorFlow, our machine learning product, to look at the lifetime value of a user. So if they've made a purchase today, we can use machine learning to say, will they make additional purchases? Is this user that's new to our business someone that we should continue to engage with that will spend more money with our brand? And then cross-sell opportunities. Users that purchase this product also purchase this product. We can then start creating audiences in GE360 and use them for targeting and display in Video 360 of users that have purchased specific products that we then want to target with other products that we know they'll be interested in. What's more is, when you push these audiences into DV360, we have our own machine learning and algorithms to expand those audiences. We call these our lookalike audiences. So what you might do is you might build an audience in G360 of your most high-value customers. So they're the people that have spent a lot of money with your brand, and you want more of them. You don't want those people, because they've already spent with us. But what we want to do is we want to take more people like that. So this uses our demographic signals, our intent signals, and all the different Google signals that we have on a user basis, and allows you to reach more of those people. This actually becomes even more interesting when you think about the changing landscape at the moment online. So if you think about the recent browser changes, if you think about the upcoming changes that will happen, this lookalike audience allows you to expand what is becoming shorter lists of cookies. So if you're doing cookie-based targeting, you can then actually reach more users by expanding that list and use the Google signals we have, including contextual signals. So what they're viewing on the web page at the time, or if they're signed in Google users as well. So if they're opting in to share their data with Google, to be allowed to be remarketed to. The other piece is about advertising the right product to them. So we may know they've been on site, and we want to advertise to them. So when it comes to retargeting, we've got two ads here. One is someone who's put a racket in their cart but didn't purchase. So let's retarget them with that item they put in their cart, and let's upsell them that, maybe give them an offer as well to help them convert. We then know that someone else has already purchased that racket, so let's maybe try sell them tennis balls because we know what they've done on site, and let's show them a different message. Let's continue the consumer journey with them. There's also using the analytics data and understanding what the users are. We might want to sell the same racket to two different people. One's a 35-year-old father, and the other's an 18-year-old tennis pro. Now, they will relate to different messages. The 35-year-old father, we have data on them that suggests that actually they're looking for a racket to play tennis with their son. So we talk about the enjoyment of the game, something they can do with their child and serve them an ad relevant to them. For the 18-year-old tennis pro, we're sending them an ad about the product and how the performance of the product, the balance and power of the product, something that we know they will relate to. What's more, we also know that 1 in 4 people start on one device and switch to another device as they move. All these audience lists that I'm talking about in G360, used in Display and Video 360, are cross-device, meaning that if someone's interacted with you through desktop, we can actually reach them on mobile as well, or if it's mobile, in-app, or on desktop. So we can make sure that we're continuing that journey no matter which device they choose to be on. So we've made, so far, a great customer experience. We've given them the right message at the right time, but then they come to the website. And if we've given a great journey, the great journey is only really starting when they come to the website. So another product that we have to help customize and contain that journey is Google Optimize. So we have a session further on Optimize, so I won't go into too much detail just now. You can join that session or come and speak to us over here. Optimize allows us to tailor that content to those users that we've created and those audiences we've created in Google Analytics 360. We can also use the tagging from Google Analytics 360 as well. So we don't be having to be retagging our website. We have to put in a little bit of code to make Optimize work, but we don't need to be setting up all our tracking for all our goals. Everything can work seamlessly together. We know that there was those 2 different users. So one was the 35-year-old father, one was the tennis pro. We've delivered them different ads. So let's continue that personal experience on the website as well. So Optimize allows us to tailor the content differently. So we can actually serve different landing pages to different users based on the audience signals that we've got from G360 previously, or the demographics or content contextual signals that they've shown us when they're landing on our website. If you think of this as having a unique version of the website for every single person, we have a unique version of our message we want to use for advertising, so we continue that experience and make sure it's seamless. Make sure that the messages we show them in their ads are the messages they see on the site as well. So we start with the website. We have a different version that we select. The Analytics 360 is the goal, so that's already set up to track purchases, newsletter signups, whatever we're checking. We then analyze our experiment, and then we can deploy the winning variant instantly. We can continue using it, or you can make changes to the website. What we find is that when we've talked to people about this personalization of the website, 94% of marketers all agree that website personalization is critical to the future. We also know that it actually gives an uplift of 19% in sales. So that's 19% more sales from your website if you personalize that experience. So what we're talking about is really showing the right people the right message at the right time and carrying that experience all the way from awareness to conversion and driving amazing results for our advertisers. We want to equip everyone with the tools that we need to achieve their goals. So the tools that we build at Google are all about simplification, making it easy for you to use. Powerful, giving you access to all the Google data on the Google infrastructure. And flexible as well. We want to make sure that these work for all different types of advertisers and all different types of brands. And the main thing we want to do is ensure that by allowing you to give your consumers a customer journey that you can fully manage and increase the results that you have. Thank you. Swear.
Спасибо, Ewan. Thank you.
Thank you, Evan. And you can go to Q&A if you have any questions. You can ask questions on Slido internet site. Or if you have questions now, you can lift your hands. We have a person with a microphone, and he's going to approach you. Questions, questions, questions. Okay, can we have a microphone here? Yeah, here.
Can you tell about pricing
of your products?
For all the products?
Pricing. The question about pricing.
Yeah. We have a number of different products, and each product has its own pricing on it. Some work on a fixed pricing, some work minimum spends, some work on the revenue percentages. So all the products have different models for pricing that we feel are kind of the flexible and best use for advertisers. I think that's a specific question that's probably better to have a conversation with one-to-one. So if you want to come and join us later, I can do that, because every product's different, so it's quite hard to answer that question.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Any more? У меня вопрос.
Is Google planning to work further on anomaly detection to build kind of specific reporting, not only the cards on the homepage, but also some, more detailed analysis that could be used in multiple tabs and multiple reportings to analyze anomalies or, that sort of thing?
So are you referring to like anomalies in traffic or behavior on site? For example, maybe your checkout process has stopped working and no users are converting? Or is it more like fraud prevention?
Mostly on the behavioral metrics or revenues, or it could be applied to basically any timeline, and whether or not there is a plan to kind of build out this anomaly detection or kind of future planning of metrics.
Yeah, so intelligent reporting is something that we are working on. We've launched it already in a few products. G360s now, we're working on it as well. So what that is really kind of like surfacing insight that we have to you in an easier way. What we've actually been doing is looking at the kind of support tickets that we get into Google and saying, what are the most customer issues we have? And then we've actually said, well, we could actually start detecting those issues and start showing them in the UI. So we call it our intelligent panel, and this is something that we're looking at bringing into multiple areas.
Так. Еще вопросы?
Any more questions? So if you have no more questions, Ewan's going to be here. You can find them in our stand. And right now, Ewan, thank you.